welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name's Elise and I am currently in recovery from anorexia. So today it's challenge day and I'm honestly really anxious because I'm going to be doing a challenge where I have minimal control over what I have. So I'm actually going to be doing a coin flip challenge. So I really struggle with giving up control, as I'm sure most of us do, and I really struggle when making decisions. Like, I get food paralysis. Like, when I have to decide between two foods, I kind of just like freak out and I can't decide. I'm weighing up my options, I'm counting calories, I'm doing all those things that we don't want to do anymore. So I thought by doing this coin flip challenge where I literally just flip a coin, heads is one meal, tails is another, and whatever it lands on is what I have. So I obviously have to pick the two options, but because I I struggle to decide between the two, I thought this would be a good way that it just takes the control out from me and yeah, just helps me learn to let go, which is really scary. So I've got my coin here. It's just a $2 coin. You can't really see that, but it's got heads and tails on it. So yeah, oh god. So it's breakfast time now and I'm gonna do my coin flip. So heads is porridge, tails is toast. I got heads. I don't know if you can see that. So we're having porridge. Oh my god. I haven't had porridge in a very long time. And of course I'm gonna put other stuff with it. It's not just gonna be porridge on its own. That's okay, it's okay, we can do it. So we've got these porridge sachets. Obviously you add milk and a whole bunch of other things to it. I have not tried one of these before because for some reason packaged food really scares me. And it's creamy vanilla, so okay. Look at that. So I'm a little bit stressed. I haven't had porridge and like this feels like so much milk, but it's okay. And I put peanut butter in it as well because what's breakfast without peanut butter? But you know, this is what the coin flip was. I haven't had porridge in ages, so I'm okay. All right, let's have a bite. So creamy vanilla porridge. I love vanilla, so. It's nice. I think the peanut butter overpowers the vanilla, but it's really nice, you know, like talking about food without just being scared of it. Like I can actually talk about the quality of food. Wow. I guess I feel like I haven't progressed at all, but I really have. And you know, it's been a year since I've been in hospital now, which is a huge achievement. As much as anorexia is wanting me to go back and wanting me to relapse and do all those things, I've come too far. And I'm doing exposure therapy with my movement as well, which has been really challenging, but really good. So I'm actually starting a new exposure today as well, just to add to the challenge. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna try and enjoy this. I'm gonna put a Megxy recovery video on while I eat and maybe do some journaling as well, just as a bit of a distraction. But we can do this. So, yeah. I was just watching one of Megxy Recovery's videos and she made a fair point that if you're not feeling scared of something you're doing, then you're not challenging something. So if you're not scared of what your meal or whatever you're doing right now, that means you're not challenging your eating disorder. Of course we can't challenge things 24/7, but like for some reason porridge for me it scares me and I don't know why, but that obviously means I'm doing the right thing because I'm challenging my eating disorder. So feel like shit and do it anyway. Yeah. she just had another really good point as well. Like, if you just recover on safe foods and safe behaviors, then you're not really recovering. Like, that's why I do these challenge days, because I'm like, I need to keep pushing myself. You need to constantly keep challenging yourself, because if you just recover safe on safe foods, you're still just restricting. I know there can be days where sometimes it's just easier just to have safe days, and that's completely okay, but you got to constantly keep challenging yourself if you want to change, if you want to recover, which is what we want, because everyone's tired of living a life with anorexia or whatever eating disorder that you have, and you're worth so much more. Your life has so much more meaning than just to be sick. And yeah. So that's breakfast done. Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed in it. I thought it would taste better than it did. And like, when I was deep in my illness, I probably would have been really upset because I wasted calories. But you know what? It was a meal. It was still nice, and I'm just gonna move on from it now. And I've got weigh day today. I don't know why I do these challenges every time I have weigh day, but it's probably a good thing. Just, you know, rip the band-aid off. But I'm gonna go get ready for that, and I will see you next at snack. So I've just had my appointment and I've gone up in weight, yay. I've actually moved into a new BMI band, which was really, because it's a pretty significant one and it's really hard to accept, and I know I'm doing a challenge today, and I always, because it's my day off on a Monday, so I do my challenges then, but anorexia is screaming at me to just stop eating again, because you've gone up in weight, you don't need to eat more. So we're gonna do the fucking opposite of that. We're gonna go out. Mum and I are gonna go out and have a snack, and I'm gonna keep doing my coin flip challenge, even though I feel like shit and I really don't want to, because the only way to rewire those pathways is to keep doing the new behaviors, the new good behaviors, the non-eating disorder behaviors. So I'm just gonna drive to mum and dad's now, and yeah, we'll go out for snack. And you know, my biggest fear did happen. I did gain weight. That was my big fear, of eating more food, but I was eating the minimum amount on my meal plan and I wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't enough, and now that I'm eating more than the minimum of my meal plan, yes, my weight went up, as it's meant to. And that's okay. The world hasn't fallen apart, even though it feels like it has. It really hasn't. So if your weight's gone up because you're eating more, just know it's okay. And it's okay to get upset about it as well, but it's not the end of the world. And if your weight needs to go up, it will. You know, you don't want to live your life full of restrictions. You don't want to still be restricted but weight restored because you're living to a minimum. That's not how anyone should be living. So yeah, we're gonna go out and get a coffee and some sort of cakey food or something, I'm sure, depending on what my coin flip says, and I guess celebrate the fact this has happened. It's been a long time coming. It's taken me a year to get to this point, like literally a year. Yeah, we can do it. So we're out at the cafe now, and I'm gonna do my coin flip. So the options are banana bread, if it's heads for banana bread, yeah, that's what we decided, and tails if for this coffee cheesecake. Now I know I had banana bread the other day, but I've only faced it once. Like, it's still a huge fear food of mine, so I don't see an issue with putting that back in the challenge mix, but yeah. Okay, so what did I say? Heads, banana bread, tail. Yeah. Oh god. I don't know which. Okay, let me do that again. Heads, banana bread, tail, coffee cheesecake. Oh god, I dropped it. We got heads again. Or do you want me to do it again so it actually, you can see it, like, just so I'm not making it up? Okay, there we go. Whatever this one is. Heads again. So banana bread it is. So, and I dropped it again. Yeah. So I've got my banana bread, which won the coin flip, and I know, like I said, I literally had it in the last video, but because I'm still challenging it, it's still really hard, and just At least I'm not crying anymore. I did cry a bit, and I've got my coffee, of course. Large coffee. We don't do small ones here, so.
We're real coffee drinkers, aren't we?
It was great. I had a foam massage all in the last video. So let's see if that happens again. That's hot. Okay, so yeah. Banana bread won today. I'm kind of glad it did because I really do like banana bread.
You do.
And I've really missed it, especially when it's toasted. So I'm going to go ahead and keep eating. Actually sitting on the ground as well because it was just too hard to sit where we were sitting with the camera and the angles, so yeah. But I'm nervous about lunch already and I haven't even finished snacks, so but that just shows like the eating disorder has always been like it's gonna slam me for eating this, especially having it again like twice in 1 week. Like, well, we're not allowed to do that, but wait, we are, because that's what recovery people do. So I'm gonna try and enjoy it more than I let myself enjoy things. Like, just notice, as I said this morning, how I'm like noticing that if I do like something, I don't like something. It's not always about the calories now, which is a nice change, but it's still really hard. Down to the last bite, and as I said the other day, like I've got to stop doing this thing where I like make the last bite last forever, because I'm in my like starved brain, it's like, oh no, we might not get food again, so like it wants me to prolong the food, but like we're literally gonna get food again in a couple of hours, and it's here to be enjoyed. And like I know that I can come here anytime I want and get more banana bread, or I can make some myself. Like, I'm trying to teach my body that it's okay to have these foods, because the more you restrict something, the more you're going to want it. So the only way to tell your body and your mind that it's safe to have these foods is to have them, and have them frequently. So I am a bit relieved it wasn't the cheesecake option, and I do love banana bread. So snack's done after a hard weigh-in today. Even though I know like it's the right thing to be happening and it was always going to happen, so I may as well do it with the food I enjoy rather than keeping myself to the minimum all the time. So I'm just gonna wait for Mum to finish hers and then we're gonna go shopping. Yeah. So we are gonna go shopping in a minute, but I thought I'd do the coin toss for lunch just before we go shopping, because we need to know if we need to get any ingredients or not. So the options are a cheese and salad toastie, because that was something that a lot of people requested. And then the second option is a falafel wrap, also toasted with salad and my usual drink and biscuits. Like, we're not restricting here just because it's a challenge day. And it feels, oh, the guilt. Okay, so what should heads be? Heads cheese toastie, tails falafel wrap. Yeah. So hopefully I won't drop it this time. We have falafel wrap. It's tails. So we're gonna get the ingredients for that and see you at lunchtime. And I'm actually, like, I had a really good cry before. Like, I was so devastated with my weight, but I've kind of already made peace with it. I guess because I knew it was gonna happen. It was always going to happen, and it's actually a good thing to happen, so we can celebrate these little wins. Like, if your body needs to gain weight, it will gain weight. It will find a way to gain weight. Obviously my body isn't happy where it's at yet, and so I need to give it a chance to help it find its happy point, as much as it sucks. Like, yeah, but anyway, I will see you at lunch. So it's lunchtime now and I'm feeling a lot lower and a lot more guilt than what I was feeling, but we did the coin toss and falafel wrap won. So I'm gonna have one of those. Wraps really just, I don't know, just they're more in my head, so that's scarier than bread is. So I'm gonna make a wrap and a properly filled wrap. Not just like a little bit of salad with some falafel. No, we're gonna actually fill the wrap up because that's what we do here, even when we feel guilty and awful. Yeah. How many falafel should I have? How many do you normally have? 2, I mean 3. That's 4. Yep. Apparently we're having 4 falafel. So let's just like to add to my distress. I'm also doing my exposure therapy, which I was inspired by Ro to do. And I'm doing a new one starting today where I have to sit still at lunch and not move around. So I sit cross-legged because it stops me moving on my chair and it's more comfortable. And oh my God, I'm not moving. Oh, it feels so wrong. And I'm having this massive falafel wrap, which I couldn't figure out how to keep together. So, and I've got my chocolate milk and I've got my biscuits because I still have to have that many components no matter what I'm having. Oh my God. At least I got my stitches out the other day as well. That was something. Okay. Oh, and it's got, okay. Oh, falafel fell out. Pop that back in. Okay, it's good. Like, it's a good challenge, this coin flipping challenge. I'm trying to remind myself why I'm doing it, but, you know. If anybody's got any advice on how to wrap a wrap so it doesn't fall apart, I would love to know because this keeps falling apart. I think one of the biggest things that I've noticed lately is that what I'm eating just hasn't been enough for me because I've still got so much mental hunger. I don't feel satisfied after food. So one of my biggest fears, and I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, is that I'm going to, when I like weight restore and reach my set point, that I'll have to cut back on food because my body isn't needing to gain weight anymore. And that's a huge fear of mine because like I like being able to eat so much food. Like deep down, I know I love it. Anorexia doesn't, but I do. And I'm scared that like I'll feel like I have to cut back when I'm weight restored. But from what I've seen from people and from what I've heard and spoken to people who have recovered, they said they eat more now that they're recovered and their weight stays the same. And like, of course there's daily fluctuations. By the same, I mean just, you know, you're in your set range, but yeah, they eat more than they ever did in recovery and it's okay. Like having, for example, chocolate milk at lunch, like I want to be able to keep doing that, you know? I don't want to like, oh, I don't need chocolate milk at lunch anymore because I'm weight restored. Like I want to be able to keep doing that, and I will keep doing that. I think like I'm gonna keep having juice in the morning. Like years ago when I was training as a dietitian, like I had the thought of having juice at breakfast. I was like, no, that's a big no-no. But it's so good. Juice is so good. Like we should be able to have juice whenever we want juice, like any food. And if anything, that's what I'm learning. Like it's okay to have chocolate milk. It's okay to have biscuits. Like we're allowed to enjoy ourselves. We're allowed to have good food. Like that's why these foods are designed for us to enjoy. And as hard as it can be, like one of the best things I did in my recovery was start introducing these foods, like these like more forbidden foods as such, really early on in recovery. So I've had chocolate milk or up and goes from the start. I've had sweet biscuits from the start. And you know, I've always kept having a dessert at night because I knew that if I didn't, I'd get stuck in that orthorexic tendency where I just have to eat healthy and eat clean. So I started doing that from the start. And so that's one of the biggest things, like if you're going into recovery, include these foods from the start because it only gets harder if you keep leaving them out. So that was my little rant. And I'm procrastinating eating. That's my wrap and chocolate milk done. Now time for biscuits. That's lunch done. I'm still sitting still so we can put a sticker on our sticker chart because I don't know, I think it's just like a cute way to motivate yourself, like, I don't know. And then you can reward yourself when you do a good job. So that's there. Of course they're horse stickers as well. But I honestly just feel, yeah, guilty. I want to say fat, but fat's not a feeling. I just feel guilty. And yep, it's okay because we got through it. Letting a coin dictate my day. But you know, I honestly, if I had to choose between them, I'd still always choose the lowest calorie option because that's where my head's at the moment. And so taking away that choice is probably the best thing I can do. And that's why I asked for suggestions on Instagram as to for lunches and snacks, because I know I would probably just pick 2 low calorie options for everything. So falafel wrap done. That's the most falafel I normally have, like more than I normally have. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel really low now, and because I'm not moving, which is a really big step because I would obsessively move at every meal. So now I can sit through dinner and not move, and I'm gonna work my way through all my meals, and I think I'll probably just get to a point where I don't even realize I'm not moving anymore, but right now it's conscious. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and just sit with the guilt and distract myself probably with uni, and then we'll flip a coin for afternoon snack. So it's almost snack time now, and I've just been sitting down doing some uni, which was very riveting. But it's time for snacks, so it's time to flip our coin again. So the snack options are either an apple, a protein bar, and a packet of shapes, which I haven't actually challenged yet, shapes, so it's kind of exciting, or a yogurt bowl and shapes, because I still need those 3 components. So the yogurt bowl will have granola, yogurt, and also shapes on the side, of course. So heads is going to be the protein bar option, and tails is going to be the yogurt bowl option. I don't know which one I'd rather it be, but it is heads. So that's the protein bar option. Still scary. It's still hard, but we can do it, and yeah, it's gonna be okay. Okay, so I've got my shapes, which I haven't had in years, so it was kind of exciting to be able to have them again. I've got my apple, of course, and if you're ever wondering why I cut my apple up, I actually have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and so my collagen in my body's quite faulty. So my gums actually bleed a lot due to the collagen issue if I bite into things that are too hard. So I've always had to cut up my apple and things like muesli bars and stuff. My teeth bleed a lot. My teeth even bleed when I have a banana as well. I know that can be an eating disorder thing as well, but it's literally been like that my whole life. So that's why I cut up everything. And then I've got this blue dinosaur cheesecake bar. which is new as well. So, been a big day, but I'm gonna try and enjoy this because this is a decent snack. Like, this is a snack I probably should have been having this whole time, and I probably should keep having, but I get to have shapes again for the first time in years. Like, shapes. So, yeah. God, having shapes for the first time in years. Definitely has been a big day today. Barbecue shapes, you can't go past them. Shapes are done now to try this bar. But you gotta get the flavoring off your fingers. I remember when there was a time when I was in depth menus, I wouldn't even lick my fingers because I was scared of the extra calories. And now I do it. I even lick the spoon when I make a smoothie at night for peanut butter, with peanut butter for my breakfast the next day for work. And yeah, it's amazing. Like, I don't realize how far I've come. I know I've said it before, but, and I know like today's been a really big day because I've gained weight, but I'm at a point where I'm just like, fuck it. I may as well enjoy the food. I've got to gain the weight anyway. This doesn't all have to be doom and gloom. So, oh, this looks funky. I'm not normally a cheesecake fan, so that's what it looks like. Kind of, nah, not really vibing this one, but it's okay. There's no wasted calories, so. That's snack done, and yeah, and it's all hitting me now. Like, I always am fine when I'm actually eating the food. It's the afterwards for me. I know I've said that like a million times, but it's true. And I just got to keep going on with the day. I've got a bit of a busy afternoon, so I'm nice and fueled for it. Is a way we can look at it. You know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing eating. I need fuel so I can go be with the horses this afternoon. Yeah, but I will see you for the next coin toss or coin flip for dinner. So it's almost dinner time now, and there's two options. So the first one is like a vegan carbonara, which is like a packet mix that I found the other day, which I will try. Just don't know if it's gonna be tonight or not. And then schnitzel, chips and salad. And you've probably seen before, salad is quite hard for me because of the dressing and the avocado, if there's some in there. And also real chips, not just like cut up potato, real chips. So they're my options, and you can see I'm a bit dirty from being with the horses, but it was a good afternoon and it really got me out of my head, which is what I really needed today. So let's do our coin flip. So we'll go heads is schnitzel, tails is carbonara. Heads. We got heads. So we're having schnitzel and chips and salad. I don't know. Okay, I'll see you soon. So dinner is just about ready, and I'm feeling the effects of today. It's ready. I probably won't talk much during dinner because it's just with a lot of people, but I'm not ready for this, but we're gonna do it anyway. was hard. Kind of, yeah, I just feel like I've had a lot today. It's been a really challenging day so far, but just because I've gained weight, like my biggest fear did happen, that doesn't mean that I don't keep going with recovery, because now it's more important than ever to keep moving forward. So I think I'm gonna have a shower now and start winding down for the night before supper. So it's supper time now, which means it's basically, well, dessert, that's what it is. So I've got my coin. So the two options are ice cream is one of the options, and it's a Magnum, which I haven't had in a long time, so they're kind of scary again. And the other option is a finger bun. So I had a finger bun the other night for the first time, and we've still got some left, so we need to eat them. And obviously, like, challenging things just once isn't enough. So heads is going to be the ice cream, tails is going to be the finger bun. What do you think it is?
Ice cream?
Ice cream? Jessie thinks it's ice cream. It's tails.
Yeah.
That was the finger bun, wasn't it?
Finger bun.
Oh my god, I was hoping for ice cream. Okay. So I've got my finger bun now. So if you don't know what a finger bun is, it's literally like a hot dog roll with icing on it. And like I said, I challenged one the other night, but oh my god. And it's hard because like the calories were on the container they came in. But it's been such a challenging day. Jesse's just like scoffing his down. He's got one as well. Okay, let's have a bite.
And the cat that wants one. You can't have this.
They are good. It's a lot though. So that's supper done. Yeah, it was hard. It's hard, and I honestly feel like I'm just gonna start crying again, but that is the coin challenge done for the day. So it felt weird letting go of control like that, but it was also a good thing. Like, it's progress. And you know, if you asked me 6 months ago if I thought I'd be sitting on the ground eating a finger bun at night, I would have just been like, no freaking way. But we did it, and just know that I'm not special. Like, with challenging things in recovery, you can do it too. That you've got it in you, you've got what it takes to get through this, and we can get through it together. So I hope you've enjoyed today's challenge. Sorry I'm a bit flat now, it's just, yeah, all the food today. But I'm proud at the same time, which is hard to say, but yeah. So thank you again for all of your support, and yeah, like and subscribe, and let me know what challenges or what things you want to see more of, or what you want next. Just, yeah, take some deep breaths. And weight gain's a good thing. If you need to gain weight, then that's what needs to happen. So that's what I'm trying to tell myself today. It's okay. But yeah, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had some yummy food today as well. And I will see you in the next video.